Yo, we are here with episode 2 or part 2 of Arcane Bridging the Rift Persistence, or When Your Best Still Sucks. We're here to watch this one because I said I'd continue this and I sort of haven't. But I was like prepping to do Disenchantment, which, I kind of dropped because it's not a reaction series. Either way, we're going to check out this. That's completely different. We're going to check out this and see how they make an Arcane again. But either way, let's go. I got subs on because motherfuckers can't listen, so it is what it is. Hey, GTA. I might. It's just right. It's just right, gang. Ray. They make League of Legends. Ew.
Managing Fortiche is like, sometimes I feel like a band manager.
Oh. Before we continue, I have heard that this studio of Fortiche, they I don't know if it was this guy or somebody else, but I know that Fortiche said that they would be down if they could animate something. It would be Vagabond. I heard about that. I have seen it. I know about it. I don't want to see no comments about it because I don't, I mean, actually, no, y'all can comment about it. It's just more like, I don't want to see anybody telling me, hey, did you hear about this? Yes, I know about that. But you can tell me your opinions about it, about them doing a Fortiche, hopping on, doing Vagabond and shit. I mean, I haven't read Vagabond, so, I mean, I got really no opinions on it, so either way, we'll continue now.
Like, guys, you're doing whatever you want, but I want you on stage at this time for the concert and the gig. And they're always on time at the end. So you have to trust them. So we are in 2017 and everybody is working really hard to deliver the pilot. And then we had a discussion with
It's all just to deliver the fucking pilot, bro.
We're not happy with the script, with episode 2 and episode 3.
Damn.
At the end of the call,
it looks like, so
they have really said
so
that.
much different,
I think
bro.
we have misunderstood them. When we arrived in LA, and then it was, hey guy, yes, we want to do a pause on the production, put everything on hold. We were like, oh my gosh, that was true.
Damn. Bridging the Rift.
Everything is going to shit right now.
I guess that was pretty much at the point where they had drafted together a couple of scripts and sort of a show bible for the entire season. The next thing I know, Christian mysteriously gets pulled into a meeting, and then it was like a strange intervention where a bunch of other rioters basically
rioters. Is that what they're called?
It was such a blow to the team to just feel like, man, we're being told to stop completely, and
it's because like what they're doing is too crazy, bro.
Different writers for the whole thing.
Damn, they wanted other people to do it.
You've been killing yourself, to try and make it work and try and figure it out, and I mean, your first thought, of course, is just like, is it dead?
We were really only
I mean, good thing.
With the promise that
it wasn't other people that did it, to be honest.
Very talented, and you really only get them if you have something.
Good thing it was just like, it continued with these people though.
And so we just kind of had this feeling like we're gonna have to tell all these people that we just hired, they have to be like, oh,
that's tough.
Which just, I don't know, it's just like the worst thought.
I think Alex and I just felt like we suck.
Yeah.
We failed,
Christian's a tortured artist who can't let himself not do something great. Like he will will it into existence because he will beat himself up.
Yeah, he just seems like a guy to get it done, bro.
There were a lot of times during my career ride so far where I needed someone like Brandon or Mark to explore some pretty wild ideas. Where a lot of people would say like, no one in the video game industry has full-time composers. Like we can just hire someone from the outside as a freelancer to make some music for us.
No, we gotta do it now. We need the whole entire music team. We need a motherfucker to do everything.
Back then,
we need a group that does every single instrument known to man.
The idea and like how awesome this could be, and they took bets on, me being able to figure it out.
Damn.
So then, in the meeting, everyone left. It was just Brandon and me, and basically, I think Brandon kind of took like the moment to kind of tell me, hey, like, we'll figure it out, you know, like.
Gave him the
we trust you,
reassurance,
like,
bro.
We'll figure it out. And I just started crying.
Christian's biggest fear is letting players down. He crushes himself over it. It's actually painful for those closest to him to sort of watch, and it gives you so much respect and appreciation. And
Letting players down is his biggest fear.
In what, you know, he decides to take responsibility.
Good thing I don't like League of Legends, so he can't let me down. So.
I want to talk to you guys a little bit about our decision to
and
delay
2018
the production of the follow-up episodes of Arcane.
I remember I think I've recorded like 16 different versions of this video because I just always was just kind of sitting there like
and wanted to give you guys some more information about it, you know, why, what our plan is, and so
Damn,
on.
watching the old video like that.
We did not show this. The question was, if we start with that, everybody will cry, everybody will jump out of the window.
Yeah.
I finally made a version of the video that I felt like was okay.
They still didn't play
sent
it
to them, only to learn a few weeks later that they were like, yeah, we never showed it to anyone because you just looked so depressed. You look like you want to kill yourself. Like,
damn.
How could we ever show that to anyone?
So it was like harsh time.
I mean, it wasn't a time where everyone was just like, when this was like dropping, when all this shit was happening. No, like it wasn't like a moment like there was like not like everyone was saying like, no, let Fortiche cook, bro. Hold on, everybody. No one was saying. I don't think anyone was saying that. They were just like, where's Arcane? We want Arcane now. You know, it was all them fucking goobers saying all that shit instead of like actually like, yo, let Fortiche cook, man. But I mean, at this time, they didn't know Fortiche was cooking up something this crazy, right? Because, like, if we look back at what Fortiche made before, it wasn't that great. So, it kind of makes sense that, like, people were just like, drop Arcane now type shit, you know? They weren't like, you know, like, hold on, guys. They're going to be doing something crazy. They're going to be, like making, like, revolutionary art for the series, right? They're not going to be doing that. They didn't know that. At least for a minute anyways, they didn't know that. And then, you know, they did. So, I mean, it kind of makes sense that everyone, it seems like they would just be super depressed about it.
I'm not sure they're going to be able to come back, because if they go to another production, you might lose them.
We knew that we wouldn't have work for them for the months to come. So we started talking to different teams at Riot and started asking people, hey, is there anything we can do, like a music video or anything that could just keep,
I was told to react to the music videos, but I don't know. I'm not a music reactor, dog. The esports team?
Music video.
Bruh. Is that deadlift?
Which became the Rise music video. And then we started talking to the music team. And they were working on something like a crazy idea about a K-pop group.
ADA? Nigga, I've never, I don't, I know about KDA, bro.
Which I think
surprisingly.
Some of the best, if not the two best, on our YouTube channel.
Thank God, Alex and I are shit at our jobs, because if we hadn't taken that extra time to develop the story, the KDA Popstars music video and the Rise music video would have never happened.
The KDA bitch, I shouldn't say that. The KDA girls don't have to look that bad, bro. I'm gonna keep it a bug.
Qu'on avait pu avoir sur le pilote, et d'affirmer un peu plus le style de la série.
So, you're welcome.
Star Wars. Hey, who is bro in the back? Who's that? Oh my goodness. What is, oh, this is literally just everybody. Oh no, nigga. Oh no. Who green lighted that, bro?
Poor cripple from the Undercity.
Victor. Victor Reznov.
I didn't have the benefits of
Victor's story. Like, I mean, I feel like Victor.
I simply believe.
I'll pause it for this. I feel like Victor was on like an uphill for a long ass time. His character for me was like, yeah, this is awesome, and then he just took a fucking nosedive, in my personal opinion. like it was like he was like right up there, probably like almost one of my favorite characters, and he nosedive, bro. To be honest, in my personal opinion, that's what happened with me. Jace was always kind of like, he went up a little bit, and then he was just kind of like on like a stagnant line of like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? So yeah, I don't know. That was me though. That's how I feel about these two characters here. So it's just like they both were just kind of like,
I had to replace myself as like the person in
something happened to them, bro. Well, I was just like, whatever.
That was me and Alex, but I was responsible.
Yo, let me know if I should do a tier list on
experienced as a showrunner and
the characters of the series, like what I think about them, like where I'd put them.
Except we couldn't really find anyone. 6 years ago, if you pitched that the video company was gonna do like an animated series,
ain't nobody would do this.
Looking for like drama screenwriters.
Yep.
No one really showed up.
Understandable, because who the fuck wants to write for League of Legends, bro?
People were in for the wrong reasons, you know. Where it's like, well, I mean, League of Legends right is big.
Yeah.
They didn't really care about the characters that much. So we would look for quite a while, and at some point,
I don't know who any of these niggas are, bro. I don't know these motherfuckers.
Maybe we'll just kind of have to
do it yourself.
Try again, but be less shitty.
Oh, I thought he was gonna. They were doing this themselves, like
yeah,
for now.
It was just start over, you know, like kind of look.
I keep looking at this man's cut, bro. I don't know if it's it.
Like who could we bring in to just be an advisor?
That's when we found Monica Macer. You know, she was a showrunner. She worked on Lost. Was someone who was really passionate about mentoring people, and she really helped us find the right way to realize our vision, you know, without necessarily being like.
So she's hired just to be like, hey.
Process of how to craft a season.
Think
about developing characters.
And then we
she's just here for the
writers who'd worked in various capacities in TV.
Okay.
So you know, Amanda,
so she just like put y'all on the right path, pretty much.
I know. It's so good.
That's what happened. She
You're
put
like
y'all on the right path.
Trying to get into the heads of your characters in any way you can.
Amanda. I'm Amanda.
Teach me how to shoot a gun, like a sniper gun, right before I was gonna write Caitlin's episode last year.
Oh, okay. A sniper gun, she said.
We're in my house, and I have a little office here where I do my writing.
Okay.
Can you show me that?
Sure. Through the
kitchen. That was odd.
Into my nook. I have these lights I turn on at night to sort of.
I can't say that's it, but you know.
There we go.
But it is.
They'll have scripts that they'll send over to you as kind of a sample of their work. And Amanda, I think with hers, it was comic book video game scientist. And her story was about a future world where we've colonized the moon. And I was like, this seems like it could be a good fit for us.
I would prefer not to have a punching bag in my living room, but that's just what we do right now.
Damn. So she just has it, bro.
How my kung fu translates to
it's just not
how Vi's a fighter.
Rotten luck, boys.
But there's a fight scene in episode 5 of season 1.
Damn.
Which is the episode I wrote.
I would
One
absolutely
of the things
crazy,
I'm, like,
bro.
So proud of is it's like between two women with like a different body type, like both like really muscular.
Yeah.
They're doing moves that you haven't necessarily seen women do before on screen.
Yeah, drop kick a bitch to a fucking wall. Yeah. Ain't never seen that before.
Being just like another talking drama scene. Like there has to be a turn, there has to be motivations. You have to learn something new about the character in the fight that you didn't know before.
Yeah, the super arm, yeah. And then she got her shit blasted, and then Caitlyn proceeded to miss every single shot afterwards.
Woman.
The woman episode, bro. Yeah.
So.
Amanda just has a really honest voice in her dialogue that is just really grounded emotionally.
I see. Banger scene.
Moment when Alex and I were
banger scene right here
with the last words that Jinx was saying to Vi in season 1, and then like Amanda took the script and solved it in like, I don't know, an hour.
I thought maybe you could love me like you used to, even though I'm different.
Banger ending scene of season 1.
But you changed.
I'm not gonna keep it a buck, or I'm gonna keep it a buck. That is probably like one of the top 3 best scenes of season 1.
The new us.
Amanda just wrote that, and Alex and I were just like, yep, that's it, and we just
Banger.
didn't do that, you know.
I think the biggest change from the way that we were looking at it before was it was very plot heavy, right? It's very focused on kind of like, what's the problem that has to get solved? Who's going to fight who? What I think most improved after kind of working with these writers was sort of like the emotional story for the characters.
I'm quite proud of the cold open too, the like whole beginning of the season with the bridge.
Yeah, this cold open was crazy.
The cold open used to be the cold open from episode 3 when Silco was drowning. I sort of went out on a limb being like, so guys, I know you hired me to help out with the show and whatever, but
We gotta change this.
you need to change the pilot.
Yeah.
That's a lovely poetic image, right? But it wasn't telling the story of the series, which is
Exactly.
these two sisters being torn apart.
I was just saying, oh, two brothers that were being torn apart, that got torn apart,
That's
you know?
when I came in as a CEO, taking this big role with the idea of becoming a multi-game developer and a multi-game publisher, which on its own is a really difficult challenge to go from that one hit to multiple games.
Yeah.
And then there was this little curveball, and oh, and by the way, we have this TV show, which probably is going to cost us, you know,
A lot of
massive
money.
9-digit budget.
Yeah.
There is a lot of risk in this.
To be completely honest, Niccolo and I were always on like completely opposite spectrums. He's a business person. He's
I mean,
someone
yeah,
who's
like,
extremely
like
smart
this is
in
like
a rational way. He
whatever
doesn't
this
know
is
himself
gonna
very
be
well,
a
but, like, his
problem if it
emotions are
doesn't
his
work,
own
bro.
personal attachment
This
to
could
it.
easily bankrupt
And
like multiple people, bro, if you just
I'm
if you
always-
fuck
I
this
always
up
have
pretty much.
opinions, I'm always, you know,
And so it's
usually
completely understandable how Nicolo was talking about it, bro.
Christian, actually, I remember I bring him in my office to say, hey, we've decided if we're gonna fund you for a full season. He had done the pilot, and you know we paused, and I told him like we're not gonna fund a full season for ARCANE.
Damn.
And
And with
then I
that
told him,
fucking
like,
news.
I think it's really important you understand why, because you and I can be on a different page, but it's very important you understand where I'm coming from. And
Yeah.
the reason I'm not going to validate you to move to a full season is because I'm going to allow you to move to multiple seasons.
Damn.
And so I kind of trolled him a bit.
Yeah.
A little bit of a prank.
And I think he was really
Yeah,
pissed
fuck
at
your
me.
one season, buddy. We're going multiple.
So yeah, he definitely gave me the trust that I needed to develop ARCANE the way that Fortiche and our team at Riot needed to do it, you know, which was not
Respectable.
the easy way, but like really this like pursuit of like, hey, this is what we think our audience wants, and it's ambitious and crazy.
And they
but we
pumped
need
out a
to
crazy
trust
ass
us,
show
and he did.
for
You need to
some
stay
people.
committed to players because nothing's going to be easy. There will be many moments where you want to give up. I know Christian went through this multiple times. We went through this multiple times, and you need to have the grit and the courage to continue for players.
Makes sense.
As we
Especially,
were
you know, in
looking
a
at
realm,
trying to scale
especially in like something like this where it's quite literally something that hasn't been done before, you know, something that hasn't been, you know, accomplished, or especially like the art style, like what y'all want to do with it. No one's done this shit before. It makes sense.
We had season 1 in production, and we started to think about how are we gonna
Gangs.
do the first development of season 2 at the same time. That's when we started looking for someone to help figuring out the production scale a bit more.
It was tough because we couldn't find the right culture fit. A lot of people kind of shied away from like, hey, this isn't normal TV. This isn't normal animation. I think I'm just gonna go, you know,
Yeah.
insert any animation studio out there, right? But finally, one time I got connected with.
It just seems like, yeah, it just seems like it's just like it's just a wild ass thing to do, and motherfuckers just kept going with it, bro.
To Casa de Dilger.
And instead of just fucking, you know, backing off, you
I
know.
work here because of COVID.
But I mean, good thing they didn't.
This is Willie Nelson. He's the boss
Willie Nelson.
of ARCANE right here. He's in all the meetings. He loves it. He loves his job.
Okay.
Yes.
I just loved talking to her. She had such a warm energy. She just also had experience. Like, I mentioned some of the issues that we were dealing with, and she seemed unfazed by it.
This is where all my meetings happen. It's very exciting. This is where I burn off my energy, and I got that when I worked on Mary Poppins Returns.
Damn nice.
Which is kind of
Mary
cool.
Poppins.
Yeah.
Okay.
I remember
Okay.
sitting down all of the stakeholders.
Nice.
And I think I literally told them, you better not fuck this up. I like her. She's awesome. If you pick this up, I'm gonna kill you.
Damn.
I was producing by the time I was 24.
Nice.
That was when I was really young.
How old
I
is
worked
she?
on
Like
Darkwing Duck.
50?
That was my very first
40?
animated show to be on as
I don't think
production
she's like
assistant. I was working on Goof
older
Troop,
than 60
Aladdin.
though.
I won an Annie Award. That's kind of a
Damn,
big deal right
Aladdin
there.
and
This
Goof
is
Troop?
Very proud.
Yo, she
very
crazy
proud of
with it,
this.
bro.
Very nice. I know whenever people tell
Gilf.
me, like, oh my gosh, I watched that as a child. I'm like, oh, I'm so old. But it's okay. It's okay. You know, now everybody looks at me and they say, we're so glad we have somebody with so much experience on the show, which really equates to old.
Damn.
But it's okay. I can take it, you know. Riot's a very young company.
Like, chill a little bit.
All right, I think you've had enough, mate.
Yeah, the team health when I first started wasn't so great. Everyone
Yeah.
was like,
I mean, yeah, you see what situation they're in?
I was like, man, this team, they need some loving. They need some loving.
Making the show that we kind of set out with Arcane, you know, with the right designs for these characters that work in our IP, you know, this fantasy world. The pursuit of creative work is complex. If your expectation is that you're gonna work on something creatively where you're gonna have
Yeah, I don't know. I
no
like
pressure or
I wouldn't
no
like. I
feeling
would.
of, like,
I want to make it like. I would. I would be down to
you're
make a
working on
show.
something
It's just that I don't think I'd have the patience to do all this shit. To be honest, like obviously it wouldn't be extensive as anything like they're doing, but like just going to meetings and shit. I just hate doing it, bro. I hate talking to people because they're whack sometimes.
Like, yep, let's pick it up and let's go.
How are you guys feeling?
Yeah.
Are you exhausted?
Break or
Are you okay to keep going? From what I was hearing, it was just taking them a long time to kind of get their bearings. And let's face it, Fortiche, our animation partner studio in
Yeah.
Paris, they had also never produced a series. So you have
Especially
a bunch of newbies
anything
trying
this-
to figure
yeah,
this out.
of this
And
magnitude.
lo and behold, it is really a difficult process and it's a challenging one, even for those of us that have been in the business for a really long time. You missed a really long, important strategy meeting that answers all the questions of the universe.
That was a Rosebud meeting.
For Riot and beyond. The Rosebud
You're
meeting.
missing the Rosebud.
Melinda was always someone that is extremely inspiring to the team and creating a team atmosphere where it's okay when things are tough, as long as you just kind of believe in the team and
Yeah, that granny
have the
energy,
right
bro.
dream together.
Like, you know, well, you know, you can get everything in New York. Like, oh, gee. Oh, God, I can't. Oh.
See, you guys didn't think you'd be on behind the scenes, and here you are. There's Eric Bergman, our post supervisor.
Damn.
Hi, Eric.
Yeah, I had to drop on all of them, bro. That's tough.
Eric, you're on mute. See, this is what we do every Zoom call.
Hello.
Somebody's always on mute. Yeah. I just came in and kind of rolled up my
Up on
sleeves
Zoom
went
and shit,
from
bro.
Department by department, just trying to get everybody together and get to
Damn,
know
she just
each
got the shit
individual on the
unlocked. That's
team
what she
as a
did, bro.
person. This is a French studio and there's no wine, but you have IPA.
It's like there's two teams, the beer team and the wine team.
Well, where's the wine?
Where's the wine team, bro?
And
Yeah,
that's part of building team
she
trust.
lit, bro.
And then you can start to actually solve the problems. Dig deep. That's what you got to do.
God
So
damn.
this is our production schedule in March.
The
of
schedule?
2020. That's when this started.
Yeesh.
And then it goes all the way through the last episode. Because
Damn.
this is the first series Riot's
That's
ever done,
crazy,
a
bro.
lot of things are getting figured out and developed as we go along in production.
International
so
dubbing.
It's taking a little
Saw
bit
that.
longer than it typically would on a television series that's all thought out. Everything's figured out way ahead of time. This is like, how can we make this more unique and more special than any other show on television?
Yeah,
Let's
they
take
did
our
it.
time and do it right. And if it takes us a little bit longer to get those scripts done, that's what we do.
There's
Yeah.
a natural balance of power, and you just gave everybody nukes. Congratulations, you fucked up, right?
This is the thing that's always been a little fuzzy to me, is just kind of how we end this episode with the Victor Singe thing.
Yes, I would love to bring Vi back into Caitlin's mind in this episode in some way.
Yeah.
I wrote like something about missing Vi that I have not solved yet either.
And to kind of like take the IP that's there from the games and turn it into something really awesome for television is a challenge.
Yeah, because
They're
most
gonna
of the
spend more
time,
money than most people
most of the time,
to get it
video
there,
game
but they're
series
doing
or
it because
shows suck
they love the
or movies
players
suck.
and they want the players to be happy. And it's special. It's like you don't just see them as these little.
Hey,
tiny
that
things
Shark
walking
Can, it was
across
like
the
the
screen.
last thing
By
she
putting
used,
them
bro.
on
That's tough.
television, they have soul. and they're deep and
Yeah, I don't know
we
any.
can
I didn't know
relate
any
to
of these characters besides Jinx, bro. Like I'm gonna keep it a buck. I only knew who Jinx was. So like that's the only character in like League that I properly remember from, especially that's in the show.
Over 6 hours, will people watch something like this and fall into the immersion of the animation?
I went from hating it to liking it, so I mean, clearly it worked in some way.
That quality to
Victor.
mesmerize an audience by staring at two characters.
I mean,
not
clearly
saying a word.
It did something.
It's all between them in the air and the emotions.
It did it though. I had to cut out a lot of it, but you know, I fucked with it.
We all want to take animation to this place of mature drama, subtlety and nuance, style and innovation. But it doesn't exist, and I think we together can do it.
Nice. Very good. I think that was a good definitely part right here, because it just definitely it shows that they're they went through it, bro. I mean, developing new shit for a show that you're not even like sure would work, bro, is crazy. Like, you had to lock the fuck in to make this, bro. You couldn't like bro, this nigga Christian or whatever, bro, that nigga was way too far. Like, he was way too deep in this shit, and he was just like, yo, if I like pull out now, bro, it's over for me. But if I keep going, this might be this might be great, you know? Like, he's in like that tough of a spot, bro, where it's just like, oh, if this fucks up, I literally ruin all these people's lives. Maybe not their lives, but you know, their livelihood for a little bit, you know? It's questionable, bro. It's not great. It's not great. But anyways, this one was pretty solid. I definitely enjoyed watching this. There's a lot of things to talk about. A lot of things I learned, I guess, you know, how like they literally struggled through all this shit. They had to fucking hire multiple people just to like assist them. Like some of these people just hopped on and helped them emotionally, bro. Like, that's tough. But anyways, I got nothing else for y'all. Make sure to let me know what y'all think about Arcane Bridging the Rift, especially this part. Oh, before we end it, I'd like to know if any of these like the Vox Machina fans are here, but I just like to drop this in a video as well. Let me know what parts of the Legend of Vox Machina are season 1 and which are season 2, so I don't have to like spoil myself. Anyways, now I got nothing else for y'all. Have a fantastic day. See you all later.